Although celebrities and animal rights organizations are calling for an end to the use of real bearskin on guardsmen's hats, the Ministry of Defense in Britain insists, and there would be no adequate alternative. British actor Stephen Fry has called for an end to the use of real bearskin for Royal Guards hats, and Fry was quoted as saying in a statement from the organization on Wednesday that he supports the demand of the animal rights organization PETA to make the typical hats out of artificial fur. The Englishman, who is known among other things from the comedy cult series Blackadder, also lent his voice to a video that, according to animal rights activists, documents cruel hunting methods in Canada. The video was sent to both Defense Secretary Grant Shapps and King Charles III, as the message said. Tradition is never an excuse for cruelty, which is why I joined the call for the Defense Department to end the use of fur from slaughtered wild animals and to switch to humane fur for the King's Guards hats, as Fry said, according to the statement. According to PETA, the fur of at least one bear must be used per hat, and these are lured with bait made from strong-smelling and greasy food and then shot with a crossbow, a hunting method that has been banned in Great Britain since 1981. The animals sometimes suffer a slow death if they do not die immediately, but die from infections or blood loss. The trophy hunters' customers also include the ministry, which purchased almost 500 of the hats between 2017 and 2022 alone. Bears are not hunted to order for the Ministry of Defense, and bearskins that are used come from legal and licensed hunts, said a spokesman for the Ministry of Defense in response to media requests. In addition, there is so far no alternative that meets the required standards to provide an effective replacement for the ceremonial bearskin hats, according to the ministry. The use of real bearskin for guardsmen hats has been discussed in Great Britain for many years. Animal welfare organizations and celebrities are calling for an end to this practice because it is cruel and unnecessary. The Ministry of Defense, on the other hand, defends the use of bearskin because it has a long tradition and the hats made from this material play an important role in the identity of the guardsmen. In 2022, the Ministry of Defense commissioned a study into the use of bearskin for guardsmen's hats. The study came to the conclusion that there is no adequate alternative to real bearskin. Fur is not as robust and durable as real bearskin and therefore cannot meet the requirements for those guardsmen's hats. This result was criticized by animal protection organizations. They argue that there are definitely adequate alternatives to real bearskin, such as recycled fur or vegan materials. The Ministry of Defense, on the other hand, is sticking to its position and has announced that the guardsmen will continue to wear real bearskin even in the future. The Defense Department's decision has sparked new debate over the use of animal products in the Army. Animal rights activists are demanding that the Army revise its procurement guidelines and exclude products made by killing animals. The Ministry of Defense has not commented on this overall request so far, but the debate over the use of bearskin for guardsmen hats has been an issue in Britain for many years, and in 2015 the Ministry of Defense conducted a survey of guardsmen to find out their opinion on the use of bearskin. The survey found that 72% of guardsmen were in favor of retaining the bearskin. In 2018, the animal rights group PETA launched a petition calling on the Ministry of Defense to stop using bearskin. The petition was signed by over 200,000 people. And in 2022, the Ministry of Defense commissioned then this study into the use of bearskin, and with the result of the material. But we all know when somebody issues a study, it's problematic. At least let's put it that way, because of course there's criticism. I criticize animal rights organizations, on the other hand, that always say that any animal product cannot be used anymore. That is just going too far. And I know vegetarians and no vegan people. And everybody can choose that for themselves if it's on food. I have my own position on food here. But it's also unlikely that the debate over the use of bearskin for guardsmen hats will come to an end anytime soon. And animal rights organizations will continue to pressure the Defense Department to stop using bearskin. The Ministry of Defense, however, will obviously continue to maintain its position that there is no adequate alternative to real bearskin, although that's a point I don't believe. But as I said, there is a thing between being completely missionary and forcing other people to change their lives completely and an issue with this bearskin. Everybody can choose for themselves if they want to be vegetarian or vegan. I have my own position there on the health part of that. But there is obviously a limit. I mean, just for decoration and killing animals just for decoration is something which I don't think it's okay. But meat in something is a completely different story from my point of view. And I don't want to be have missionaries around me all the time that are telling me that I'm what I have to do. But if you want to know more about Brexit and UK politics, the next video is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.